Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and today we're going to get into a JavaScript class. And as far as this goes, I'm expecting that you never played with JavaScript before. If you have, then this first little class, it might be a little bit easy for you, so keep that in mind. But as we're going to go through more and more advanced things in later classes. This one's just really meant to show you what JavaScript looks like, and that way you get a basic understanding on JavaScript. So with that in mind, I do expect you to have some basic understanding of HTML. For this first particular video, you don't need to know HTML, but later videos coming up, you should know. HTML is extremely easy to pick up. So learn it simultaneously shouldn't really be a problem at all. So with that being in mind, I'm going to mention that as far as the job market's concerned, as of 2017, the JavaScript developers are highly in demand. It is a extremely sought after thing, especially if you go into front-end development. And the fact is many areas that need JavaScript developers. But with that in mind, check if your area actually needs it, in case if that's the only reason why you're looking to study for this, because one area might while others will. So note that. So with that in mind, let's jump on in. Now I'll leave a link down below to this page, and if it's not down there, then look up HTML5 validator or HTML validator. And one of the links should be this. Go to text field, and basically what this does is this lets you know if there's a problem or not, and that way you can actually take a look at if you're good or not for HTML. And one of the cool things is like, say for example right here, if we want to just knock that off, it will tell us, oh, this is the problem, this is the area, that's the problem, and that way it gives us an idea. Basically, if it's pink or red, then we know there's a problem. If it's green, then it's all good. So with this, what you need to do is go ahead and copy that. And I already got my stuff up and running. And go ahead and paste it into a area that you want to make your website. So for example, with this, I'm going to be using Dropbox and just make an area that you want to have your website up and running. And with this in mind, need to go to a text file, a text document, and just make a brand new one. And from there, what you want to do is open that up and do a save as. Go to all files and name it whatever you want. At the end of it, put .html. So it's .html. And what that will do is save it as a HTML file. I'm not going to worry about that since I already got other files up and running, and I can show you as the example with that. But the thing to note is the HTML file is basically all it's supposed to do is that's your actual web page. So with this, we're going to jump on in, and this is actually what will happen when you're done coding and everything. When you first open up the web page, or when the page is open, it will actually go ahead and have a alert box that comes up, a custom alert box that you want, and you can press OK. And then from here, what you can do is type in anything in the field. Once you press submit, it will change this up here. If you refresh it, then it'll go back. Now I'm just going to open up the text file I made previously, and I already have stuff up there. And let's go ahead and open that up so you can actually see in the background. So as far as this goes, you can go ahead and copy and paste what you got from the validating site into your text document and edit as needed. But one thing I want to note is this: anything that starts with that and ends with that, anything in between is a comment, so note that. So, and comments I have here tells you what the following does, so should hopefully make it easy. For JavaScript, we have this, and we have this. So as far as JavaScript goes, first off, we're starting out with the onLoad, and what onLoad does is if after all resources are loaded, pictures, code, whatever, after all that's loaded, then do the following. And the following is saying do the alert, and within the alert, you need to put that within the actual alert itself. So we can actually put whatever we want right there as far as text. We can put letters, symbols, or numbers, whatever fits in there, and that will actually go ahead and cause that little bit that this is alert. Good thing with this is the person has to acknowledge it in some form or fashion, either by closing that or doing that, and it focuses the person's attention there. So that's one thing to note. One thing also to note is certain browsers, like Internet Explorer, you will have to have it where it enables the JavaScript ability. This and many browsers, it's meant to stop any malicious activity from happening. Some browsers, though, knows that, oh, you're going through the file, not through online stuff, so it really won't be a problem. But the thing to note is you might have to enable that to show up in the first place. So that's just a thing to note. So going back into here, basically what we have is that. And the thing to note with this is if one thing is off, so if I forgot that or whatever it may be, then it won't work. So note that it has to be very perfect as far as that. And doing a text document, that's a bit of a problem. There is better stuff that you can use than just a normal notepad, but just for this example, I'm just going to use notepad so you have a basic understanding into this. But as far as that goes, make sure that is whatever you want there is 100% perfect as far as spelling, grammar, whatever it may be, to your liking. As far as that goes, we need to go to the next section, and what we have here is the script. So what we have here is a start and a script. In the middle, it's basically saying that anything in that go put into the title itself. So what we would do is go ahead, not in the title, but the that portion. And the thing to note is we will need to have the buttons and all the other stuff in play. So we have an idea of what we want to call everything. And the thing to note with here is, since we want to do something with this, either change color, change text, whatever it may be, we need to identify it so the actual script knows what to do. So when we'd say change this title, what is title on here? So this is the identifier of what title is. So for example, when it says change title or do something with title, it searches for it down here as far as what is title, and it finds it right here and says, okay, do that with there. And that's the important thing to note. So if we were going ahead and say changing this, then what we would do is identify that the same way. So note that. So that's where that identification comes in play. And for the input, we have the input type, and it's text. So we got a text field, and we need to identify that because, again, we have that up here, and pretty much any text field, button, whatever, you're going to have something like that. Button, we're going to have an on click, so note that when something's click, then do the following. So note that. So we got input type, and it's a submit, which is a button. The value, this is what do you want the button to say. So if we want to say click or something like that, then we would put that there. But in this case, we just want to put submit. So note that. So for example, let's go ahead and turn that into 1, 2, 3, save, and then refresh that. Probably do a save as the JavaScript. And as you see here, it's changed. So as far as that goes, let's go back in here and reverse that. Do an undo. And so that is valued as far as that goes. Let's save that and save the JavaScript HTML later. But we have the onClick. So basically what this is saying is when make the input type button and then put this, as far as that goes, I didn't refresh the page, so I want to show that yet. And when the button is clicked, so onClick, when the button's clicked, do the following. And what happens here, it looks for the matching text up here for the function. So we got our script, and we have function, and then this. So basically it looks at that and tries to find that within the function. And then from here we have the value, and basically all this does is this variable, name the variable, equals, and basically all this is get text. Alright, what do we need to get the text from? We need to get text from that and the value of that. So basically what it does is, where's this? It searches all down here for that, and it finds it right here, the ID of it specifically. So note that if we want to use like my text box and put it down here, that's fine. It's just looking for ID equals whatever that is. So note that. So it found that. So now it made the my value that's equal to whatever is in the text box in there. And then if we got an if statement. If this is true, then do the following. And if this this part, if it doesn't, if the length of it equals 0, so if there's nothing in it, if that's true, then do alert. So let's do that real quick. And see right here, it says please enter in a value, which is what we told it to say in the alert. Please enter in a value, and we have a return. But if it's false, so if there's something in there, because that's going to say true if there's nothing in there at all. If it's false, so if there's something in there, then my title, again, their variable, my title, make that and have it have this into here. Sorry about that. Have this equal to my title. So it basically says have this whenever this changes, have that equal. So basically we tell it to change the text in it to the my value, which is up here, and that way it changes to whatever is in the text box. That's basically how it works. If that's confusing for you, let me know. But that's basically how it works. So basically what happens is it gets the stuff from here, equals it to my value. If my value equals to nothing as far as the length, then alert the user. If it equals to something, then you need to associate my title with that, and then equal my value to whatever my title is as far as in here, and that way it changes the actual text to whatever's in that text box. Simple as that. Anyways, as far as that goes, if you got any questions, anything else, then feel free to let me know in the comment section. I'll try and answer as quickly as possible. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, share, and whatever. But I'll see you in the next video, and hope you have a great day.